sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Yeah, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero
Antipolo Sports Hub will be our venue for today's basketball action here in Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Today's game scheduled this Sunday is a total of 9 games. Uunahan nga yan ng Palawan Yurich Builders kontra dito sa Las Piñas Truty Coolers, and our match at hand will be the 14 and under division Palawan kontra Las Piñas. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jano Campo, kasama ko ulit siyempre ng aking analyst, si Renzo Navarro, and of course, our courtside reporter, si Ali Mayran, partner. Great Sunday morning sa'yo.
Oo, magandang umaga sa'yo, John. Magandang umaga sa lahat ng nanonood ng Junior MPBL. Another day for us to see some great games. We have 9 for you today.
Exactly, no? Siyempre, pag-usapan natin ng unang maglalaro dito, Palawan and Las Piñas. Siyempre, ang light team muna natin is Palawan Yurich Builders in the 14 and under division. Partner, they won in their last outing by a dominant performance, 36 points yung kanilang last outing, and that was their first win, 1-3 ang kanilang standing.
Oh, after dropping their first 3 games, they finally got their first win and in a dominant fashion like what you said. So, I'm very excited kung ano ang kanilang magiging performance for today's game.
Exactly. Siyempre, pag-usapan naman natin yung kabilang koponan, which is the Las Piñas Truty Coolers. Unfortunately, they lost in their last outing by 18 points and they dropped to a 1-4 record.
Oh, so both teams natin parehong nagsastruggle pa na makakuha ng maraming pagkapanalo in the season. So itong Las Piñas and itong Palawan, very great matchup at hand.
Well, ito nga ating aabangan kung magkakaroon ba ng isa pang pagkapanalo itong Palawan to get their winning streak going, or ito namang Las Piñas sa makakuha ng pagkapanalo. Siyempre, bigyan natin ito kay Gio Cruz for the starting 5.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here inside the Antipolo City Sports Hub. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. It's the first game of today's basketball action. Palawan Yurich Builders going up against Las Piñas Truty Coolers. Now let us meet the starters first for Palawan Yurich Builders. Starting at guard number 16, Claude Padillo. To guard number 4, Ivo Marceliana. At forward number 21, Hans Landroba. Other forward number 24, Crisis Guiano. And at center number 77, Sam Cook. The head coach is Jasper Cuevas, assisted by CJ Tapasio, Job Cleobas, and Joseph Sabater. Team manager Mark Mariano, team consultant Job Tevez, and team owner Red Cole. And now let us meet the starters for Las Piñas Truty Coolers. Starting at guard number 12, Rich Bautista. To guard number 18, James Rosal. At forward number 8, Griffin Trinidad. Other forward number 1, Carlo Cruz. And at center number 77, Keith James Funchon. Head coach is Egay Billones. Officiating this ball game, crew chief Eric Demapanag. Umpire 1, Carlo Ibot. And umpire 2, Lucio De La Torre. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. Jer Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso.
Dore team starters muna tayo for the 14 and under division. Las Piñas, we have Bautista, Rosal, Cruz, Trinidad, and Puncion. For Palawan, we have Padillo, Marceliana, Ladroma, Quijano, and Cook. Once again, great Sunday morning, everyone. Nandito nga ulit tayo sa Antipolo Sports Hub for the complete coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4. And the first ball possession goes to Las Piñas, and first 2 points coming off Cian Cruz.
So that's the way you want to start if you're Las Piñas, if you want to get on a winning streak. And, yeah, back-to-back baskets for them.
Well, si Puncion naman, this time, sabi mga partner, back-to-back, ano? Itong sentro naman nila nakapuntos. And the third possession, third straight points para dito kay Bautista naman of Las Piñas.
Oh, ito si Rich Bautista, one of the best guards here dito sa 14 and under division natin. As you see, another turnover and another basket para sa side ng Las Piñas.
Isang mainit na panimula, partner. And to think that this is just 7 in the morning, ha? 7 in the morning and meron tayong early foul counted play brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. And that is coming from the big man, Keith James Funcion.
Oh, and also given that some of the guys from Las Piñas came a little bit late.
Yeah.
So, siguro on the way here, nag-warm up na sila sa bus. Kaya mainit yung simula nila eh.
Pero grabe, no? Paano kung sa kotse ka, no? Upper body lang muna.
Oh.
Pero kidding aside, sa kanila ulit ang bola. This is going to be their 5th possession. Hindi nga lang papasok yan para dito kay Rich. And Las Piñas will retain the ball possession. What a good way to start our first game.
Yeah, ito talaga. Ganito yung dapat na maging start mo if you're Las Piñas, like we said at the top of our coverage. 1-4 itong Las Piñas, 1-3 naman itong Palawan. So both teams, we have to expect that they're come out really aggressive here in this game.
Yeah. And syempre, partner, dagdag ko lang din sa sinabi mo, no? Las Piñas lost in their last outing, so they really want to get this win to improve their record.
Yeah. And they're doing it the right way with the way they're starting right now.
But on the other hand, nakapuntos naman, finally, itong Palawan, and that's coming from Crixus Quijano.
Yeah, and itong Palawan, like you said, as we see another basket from them coming off a turnover. Yung last game nila, they won in a dominant fashion, so they want to continue doing that.
That was back-to-back scores as well for Palawan, giving Las Piñas a taste of their own medicine early in this ball game. Pero Las Piñas nananatiling lamang dito ng 4 na puntos, 8 against 4, and the minute and 40 seconds has gone by.
Both teams talagang applying full court pressure, no? Sarap talaga pag bata eh. Wala nang warm-up yung ibang players dito ng Las Piñas.
Para silang merong no? Perpetual energy. Well, not talking about perpetual squad ng Palawan, but kumbaga yung tawag dito, unlimited source of energy. But speaking of unlimited, Rich Bautista scores once again with a beautiful floater.
Yeah, the way he read the defense right there. Itong si Bautista, nakakita siya ng gap dun sa middle. So he went for that driving lane and that floater.
Pero yun nga lang, Rich Bautista lost grip on that ball, wasn't able to catch. Sam Cook capitalized on the other end.
Yun naman yung consequence when you're playing a full court zone, full court pressure. Talagang may chance na maiwan yung offensive guy doon ng mag-isa eh. Lalo pag na-break nila yung pressure.
And that's what we saw in that last play. Pero syempre, sinasabi natin commonly, pagka nakapuntos, yung momentum nauuwi sa foul minsan, and that's what we saw here. Natawagan si Cook ng foul. Shooting for 2 at the line is James Rosal, unfortunately missing the first one.
And that's the first foul for Cook, no? Alam naman natin na importanteng piece to of this Palawan squad, so he needs to be careful.
Yeah. not to get an early foul trouble para dito sa agile big man ng Palawan. Pero ito, oh, and how about that drive to the basket coming from Evo Marceliana?
Oh, and like I said, kapag na-break talaga yung press na yun, talaga magiging madali yung basket eh.
Yeah.
So yun naman yung risk na willing i-take nitong Las Piñas. They're gonna apply pressure on the backcourt. Pero, yun naman yung kailangan nilang ma-address ngayon. Kailangan nilang makarecover agad on defense.
Oh, and how about that? Rich Bautista realizing wala ng oras, immediately grabs to the basket to score. Almost losing that ball, pero itong si Prieto drives through the lane. A bit short of that layup, sa kanila pa rin ang bola, rejected. Number 21 secures, drops it off. Sam Cook, jumper short. Third attempt. Oh, wala pa din, napalakas this time. How many attempts was that, partner? I think 4 or 5. I think 5.
Yeah, maybe 5 chances right there for Palawan, but they still came up empty in that possession.
Great rejection there by Prieto. Ano naman itili sa Las Piñas ang bola, but now Palawan is on the rush. Oh, that was an off jumper.
Well, I thought he was all alone for that layup. Bigla na lang tumayo yung defender. Nagsisintas pala.
Pero itong si Marceliana, partner, how about that wonderful drive at nakakuha pa ng 2 puntos para dito sa Palawan. Oh, yeah. Nadali tayo doon ni Ponson, ha? Oh.
Yeah,
yun nga lang.
It's gonna be another turnover for Las Piñas. So itong defense ng Palawan picking up already.
Let's see this once again. Marceliana. High arcing shot against 2 bigger defenders, and that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Every guard should have that in their bags, yung mga floater na yun, especially attacking that middle area.
Oh, beautiful pass by Perez. Pero ito, natawagan ng foul dito ang Las Piñas, and Marceliana taking a trip to the line. Let's take a look at this once again. Gandang pasa, no look pass to the right. Although Marceliana aimed for a basket and one. Meron naman siyang 2 free throw dito. And Campo checking in for Las Piñas. Pahinga muna dito itong si Cian Cruz.
And ito yung nakikita natin early in this game. No? Itong Las Piñas, they're willing to take that risk of applying full court pressure. Talagang they're sending 4 guys dun sa backcourt pa lang. They're really risking that the chance na magkaroon ng advantage naman offensively itong Palawan sa kabilang banda.
Pero ito, Rich Bautista, unstoppable on the lane. Scoring once again.
Yeah, it's too easy for Rich Bautista, no? Whenever he wants to attack, kayang-kaya niya.
But how about Perez? Scoring on the other end for Palawan. Las Piñas naman ang may hawak ng bola. Only up by 2 points. Under 5 minutes remaining tayo dito sa first quarter natin. Kalahati na kagad ang naubos dito sa ating first quarter.
Yeah. Talagang mabilis yung laro. Takbuhan.
Yeah. Oh. Hoping for that lucky bounce. Won't work. Trinidad follow-up missed. Oh. Great ball handling by number 18, si Perez Jr. Left-handed shot. How about that shot from Hans Ladroma?
A lot of ball handlers para dito sa Palawan. No? So medyo nagpainit lang pala sila kanina when they committed a lot of turnovers to start off this game.
And I think that was an 8-0 run earlier. Pero ngayon tabla tayo sa 15 and a steal by Perez Jr. And immediately scores is Evo Marceliana that caused a timeout para dito sa panig ng Las Piñas Fruity Coolers. Score natin is 17-15. Let's take a look at this once again. Great steal and presence, court presence para dito kay Evo Marceliana, which caused a timeout. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to.
After a long pause due to inclement weather, Las Piñas Fruity Coolers are finally back on the court. As per Coach Egay Billones, expect that this team will shake off the rust and regain the rhythm again. At dahil nga sa sunod-sunod na pagbagyo, ang team na to ay hindi nagawa ang kanilang usual training sessions. However, there are still adjustments na ginawa si Coach Egay para sa kanila to come out prepared and ready to compete. Now, the big question is, will the long break affect their momentum? Sinisigurado ni Coach Egay that this team will come out prepared and ready to compete at naniniwala siya sa capability ng mga players that they will do their best every time they steps on the court. Gentlemen?
Thank you so much, Ali, for that courtside report. Well, that's the first one for today. And Las Piñas ang ating focus on the first report. Partner, syempre, no? Sabi nga natin, they lost in their last outing, dropping to a 1-4 record. And nagkataon pang hindi sumasang-ayon ang panahon. We've been aware na, yun nga, no? Parang I think more than 2 weeks na nag-uulan, partner. So hoping for better weather para nga magtuloy-tuloy ang action natin dito. And of course, para din na maiwasan na magkaroon ng disruption sa momentum ng mga ating mga koponan.
But I think for Las Piñas, no, yung sitwasyon na yun could give them something positive, no?
Yeah.
Na nakapagpahinga sila kahit papaano after a lot of games that they dropped.
Well, speaking of something positive, Rich Bautista once again racking some points. Oh, was that a first three-pointer? Yes, it is. And this time it's from Kenji Lavelia.
Yeah, and this guy just entered this game and he knocked down a three-pointer right away.
Taking the lead to 2 points tong Palawan. Las Piñas, sabol lang dalawa. That three-point attempt from Campo, way off the mark. Oh, akala ko beyond the half-court shot na yun. Pero Perez getting the steal once again on the rush. Goes straight to the basket and it will count.
Yeah, great strong move galing dito kay Carl Perez, initiating the contact first and finishing with his left hand.
Let's take a look at this once again. Our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. Carl Perez Jr. Nakita pa natin yung soft bump na yun.
And again, yung slight nudge na ginawa ni Perez before he went for that shot. Enough na yun for him to get an easy look.
So mind you partner and our viewers, this is the 14 and under division. And our first game for today, so hindi ito yung typical na run and gun. Actually, takbuhan pero puno ng action eh. And a lot of accuracy as well.
Oo naman, especially on the side of Palawan after a slow start. Again, katulad sabi ko kanina, yung defense nila. And now, even their offense is picking up.
Carl Perez Jr. once again getting that basket and one. Let's take a look at our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. Almost loses the ball. Carl Perez Jr. Left-handed finish once again.
Very crafty around that rim itong si Carl Perez. No? That was his second and one.
Though unfortunately he will not complete it. Nevertheless, 6-point lead for Palawan, 24-18 with 2:09 remaining. How about an easy floater for Dennis Balat for his first 2 points?
Yeah, that's gonna be another floater for another guard. Naman. And yun talaga yung importanteng tira if you're a small guard.
Oh. How about this guy, Kenji Lavelia, pumped up after that beautiful shot. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, 5 points for this guy. No, he knocked down a 3-pointer earlier. Now a floater.
Punsyon. Sumubok. Minama. Kaso nga lang niluwa. On the rush is Palawan. How about that side step? And just won't work. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Another big man for Palawan is number 19, si Zachary Prieto.
Yeah, and this could be an advantage for Palawan. No? We can obviously see that they're a lot bigger than Las Piñas here. We're gonna see that shot by Lavelia. Yung kanyang masikip na area to, nagawan pa niya ng paraan para makakuha ng basket.
Sino ba namang di mapapapalakpak sa tuwa? Mabibilib ka rin talaga sa ginawa mo. It wasn't an easy shot, pero he was able to make it. But ito si Prieto. Got his first free throw in. increasing the lead even more to 7 points, 27-20. 1 out of 2. Rebound by Cian Cruz. Balat. Oh. Heavily guarded. Will retain ball possession.
Yan, itong Las Piñas, they're trying to go fast. They're trying to go quick on every offensive possession. Pero itong Palawan naman, mabilis din nakakababa sa depensa. Kaya medyo bumagal na yung scoring nitong Las Piñas.
Step back catch and shoot, a bit short for Campo. Number 31 on the rush. Shot too strong. Loses the ball. That was Karabata.
Yeah, that was a 2 against 1 situation. And then doon si Carl Perez, who just made back-to-back baskets a while ago. Sayang na opportunity yun.
Yeah. Probably hesitated last second. Pero ito, shot too strong for number 19. That was Bao Cruz. Pero sa Las Piñas pa rin ang bola. Almost loses that ball. Turnaround jumper, short. Karabata. Sa ulit magbaba ng bola. He really wanted to get that shot, and this time it goes in.
Yeah, that time made the right decision. That was a 3 against 2 situation. Pero napakumit niya yung defense eh. That's why it was a wide open floater for him in the middle.
Bal Cruz against Quijano. Bounces off the glass. Labelia against Campo. Offensive foul nga lang, as I was about to say. Medyo lumampas sa allowed na extension ng braso itong si Labelia.
Masyado ring mataas eh.
Hitting the chin of the defender, so wasn't a good defense. Pero as we can see, 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. You gotta make the shot, and it will count. How about that closing 3 coming from Dennis Balat?
Yeah, that was a big shot para dito sa Las Piñas. Badly needed for them. They've been struggling for a little while there. Pero yan, with 4 seconds left dito sa ating first quarter. So si Dennis Balat was able to knock down a 3-pointer. I think it's counted, no?
Yeah.
It's within the time.
There you have it. Our first quarter ends with 29-23. Lamang dito ang Palawan after a slow start, and let's take a look at our first quarter highlights.
Yeah, itong Las Piñas coming out really aggressive. 8 straight points for them. 8-0 to start the game. Pero itong Palawan, the way they recovered, again, yung defense nagsimula, and a lot of fast break points para sa side ng Palawan.
Palawan lamang ng 6 dito, 29-23 as we end our first quarter. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Entering the second quarter with Palawan leading by 6 points, 29-23. Good start for them and good end naman for Las Piñas with a 3-pointer, but this time, that was a heat check, early heat check para kay Dennis Balat. Pero nandiyan naman si Punson for an easy basket.
A great pass by Dennis Balat that time after missing a 3-pointer, getting the offensive rebound and then finding his big guy down low for an easy basket.
Balik sa Las Piñas ang bola. Balat secures. Baseline jumper won't work this time. Second attempt, wala pa rin. Teves with the defensive rebound. Another big man for Palawan is number 24, Crixus Quijano. Yun nga lang, they were not able to capitalize on that possession. Las Piñas with a fast break finish, and this guy is Rosal.
And Las Piñas starting the second quarter, the way they started this game, no, forcing a lot of turnovers, running on the break, really coming out aggressive.
And Rosal goes back to back, pero this time may kasama pang foul.
Not really a good foul by Labelia right there. Hayaan niya bang pumasok yung tiras.
And this is our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play to tie things up at 29, and now Kirk Rosal has a chance to take the lead back para sa panig ng Las Piñas. Oh, he was trying to outsmart itong Palawan, kaso nga lang last touch siya.
Oo. Itong Palawan, to start the second quarter, medyo bumaba ulit yung kanilang energy. And yun yung hindi nila pwedeng payagan na mangyari kasi hindi naman guaranteed na what happened in the first quarter, yun din yung mangyayari here in the second quarter.
Exactly. Pero tingnan nga natin, partner, no, kung makakakita ba tayo dito ng pattern para dito sa parehong koponan. Las Piñas with an early barrage of attacks, pero Palawan naman aarangkada in the latter part of the quarter. Pero sabi mo nga, no, hindi pwedeng ganun ang gawin ng Palawan if they want to get their second win and go back-to-back. Pero yun na nga, that 3-point attempt won't go. There will be a whistle on that last play.
And I also mentioned earlier that I think what Palawan's advantage is yung shaded area. They're a lot bigger compared to Las Piñas, so I think they should maximize that advantage.
Oh, Tejano almost loses the ball. Marceliana hands it up to Cook. Great defense shown by Las Piñas. Medyo masikip nga lang at mahigpit ang depensa. Tawagan dito si, I think that was 77, Funcion.
That's the reason why Las Piñas is playing that 2-3 zone kasi nga kailangan nilang protektahan yung shaded area na yan.
Bola pa rin ng Palawan. 8 seconds on their shot clock. Thought about the 3. 2 against 1. Getting the steal is Las Piñas. Bautista, smart play. Just couldn't convert on the other end. Itong si Rosal.
Sorry miss for Las Piñas. That was a great setup job for Bautista, but they're gonna get the stop right here.
Quijano medyo na madali. Ang tira, Rich Bautista against Padillo, and he will get 2 free throws.
And Rich Bautista, no? Especially on offense, very smart talaga. Talagang alam niya kung ano yung gagawin whenever he has that basketball.
Yung mga split-second decision-making nito ni Rich Bautista, no? He was driving to the basket, pero nakakita siya ng better opportunity for his teammate. Yun nga lang kanina, nagmintis dun si Kirk Rosal. Pero ngayon, si Rich Bautista naman, hindi magmimintis sa kanyang unang free throw, taking back the lead.
Well, what's actually great with this guy is whenever he gets that basketball, he looks to attack yung aggressiveness, yung number 1 na weapon nito ni Bautista. Dagdag mo pa yung skills niya. Diba? Kayang-kaya niyang mag-breakdown ng defender, kaya niyang mag-execute ng mga mahihirap na pasa. Yun yung malaking bagay for Las Piñas.
Speaking of malaking bagay, number 22, Enzo Barbero. Easy basket for Las Piñas. Teves, long 2-pointer, and it's in for Palawan.
And this is why Teves is in the game, to knock down shots like that.
So Teves might not be the most athletic dito sa Palawan, pero yung mga outside shooting ni Teves ang kailangan mong pag-isipan.
Definitely.
Way off the mark, 3-pointer for Padillo.
Yeah.
6:22 remaining in our second quarter, and as we mentioned earlier, mabilis lumilipas ang oras kapag gantong ma-action ang pinapanood natin. But Rich Bautista, great idea, missing on the layup.
And again, whenever he wants to attack that shaded area, he could. Talking about itong si Rich Bautista. So I think that's one more thing that Palawan needs to address. Kailangan na hindi ganun kadali for Rich Bautista to get to his spots.
Hinahanap ko kung may controller ba para kay Rich Bautista. Parang na, ano ba yun? R2, R1 ba? Yung turbo ng ano.
Oo, parang nakadiin lang yung R2.
Oo. Multiple attempts for Las Piñas. All didn't work. Marceliana loses the ball after the bump. Great ball control by Barbero. Stolen by Marceliana. Nakabawi.
Same turnover. Same move, no? They wanted to go for that high pickup. Pero silang dalawa nagpalitan ng turnover.
Speaking of palitan naman, ito, big guy to another big guy. Cook to Quijano, but Quijano's shot was too strong. Rich Bautista ignoring the white shirts. Yun nga lang, medyo advance yung pasa to Barbero, and Barbero was left with no choice.
Yeah, a little too fancy that time was Rich Bautista, and I think yung pasa was a couple of seconds too late. Nung pagdating pa lang yun ng mga free throw line, pwede na i-drop pass.
Since medyo naka-advance naman dito si Barbero.
Nilalim niya pa. Tsaka yung stance ng defense nakatalikod dun sa kanyang teammate.
Pero to, Palawan naman na may hawak ng bola. Down by 1. Oh, and how about that jumper coming from Prieto?
Yun yung sinasabi natin na advantage nitong Palawan, diba? Even if Las Piñas is deploying that 2-3 zone, they can still go to that shaded area. They could go to that post. And that time, itong si Zachary Prieto had an easy hook shot.
Pero yung advantage nga ng Palawan ay na-highlight mo kanina, partner, no? Dahil yung height nila, Prieto, Cook, and si Quijano, pinaupo muna. So, nakita natin yung luxury. Ito nila Coach Jasper Cuevas na magpalit-palitin yung big man niya, pero ito syempre dinadaan sa bilisan Las Piñas, looking for the fast break finish. Great control to the basket is Enzo Barbero.
Itong si Ladroma, nag-hesitate siya ng konti. He was trying to hit the wing guy, pero nandun din kasi si Prieto sa gitna and itong Las Piñas, they're really willing to give up that three-pointer at the top of the key. So medyo nako-confuse yung opensa nitong Palawan.
Ito, Palawan still down by 1, 34-33, pero mapapatawag muna ng timeout ang Palawan Yurich Builders with 4:14 remaining. Let's take a look at this once again. That was a beautiful left-handed jumper earlier by Prieto. We got a timeout on the floor. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan.
Advantage para kay Coach Jasper Cuevas na naging matagalang pahinga ng mga bata dahil naniniwala siya na mas better pa rin ang magiging outcome sa court if the players are well rested physically and mentally. Sabi niya kanina, prior to the bad weather, naging tuloy-tuloy naman daw ang kanilang trainings kaya he allowed the kids to get the rest they deserve. Expect that they will focus on the discipline defense as part of their game plan today. Sabi niya, he will let the players play the game basta pasok daw sa system nila. 6 players will not be joining the team today due to personal reasons, pero gayunpaman, gagawin pa rin daw nila ang best nila to win the ballgame. Gentlemen?
Thanks so much, Ali. 6 players out for Palawan, pero parang hindi naman sila kulang. Ngayon kulang lang sila na 1 puntos, pero nakabawi. Taking the lead back by 1 point is Zach Prieto, 35-34.
Right on cue, and that's 4 points for Prieto here in the second quarter. And sinasabi ni Coach Jasper na kailangan mo rin talaga yung pahinga if you're a player. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Again, nakalaban ko nga ito si Jasper Cuevas, no? So, alam ko rin na itong Palawan is in good hands.
Yes. Yan mo din yung kagandahan, partner, knowing them personally.
Yeah.
Pero ito, how about Dennis Balat? Palitan lang tayo ng kalamangan dito with that 3-pointer, 37-35. Dalawa ulit ang hinahabol lang Palawan, pero si Cook na sandwich.
Yeah, pero you saw the way Las Piñas doubled itong si Cook down low. Kasi itong Las Piñas alam din nila na yun yung advantage ng Palawan.
Ito, Dennis Balat tumingin pa sa side mirror with that shooter's bounce for that 3-pointer from lampas pa ata ng 1 or 2 steps yun from the 3-point line.
Second 3-pointer for Dennis Balat.
Yeah. Pero ito, napalakas naman yung tira dito ni Labella. Kung umatras siya, Tresana yun. Pero ito sa kabila naman, Kirk Rosal with that drive.
Well, whenever Palawan misses, they really need to go back on defense. Kasi itong Las Piñas, kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan yung advantage ng Palawan, yung kanilang height. So itong Las Piñas, whenever they get a stop, they're gonna run on the other end. So kailangan ng Palawan bumaba agad sa depensa.
Takbuhan nga nagiging labanan natin dito for Las Piñas and Palawan. And as we can see, partner, ang gandang match-up ito when it comes to, sabi naman natin mas malaki when it comes to height itong Palawan. Pero yung bilis, yung skill, parehong meron ng parehong upunan. He slips. Pero may foul dyan. And I think it's against Marco Dumblao of Las Piñas. Yep. At a penalty situation na ang Las Piñas.
Yeah, something that Palawan could take advantage of itong penalty situation. No? Mas mahihirapang tumakbo yung Las Piñas dito kasi kailangan nilang bawasan yung kanilang aggressiveness on defense.
Samantalang itong Palawan, one more foul to give. And we have 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. So really something that Palawan can capitalize on is the foul trouble of situation of Las Piñas. And nasabi mo nga yung aggressiveness, partner, no, both offense and defense. Kasi parehong nandun yung aggression. So tingnan natin if they can capitalize on that. But ball possession is now with Las Piñas. Cruz, left corner 3, missed. Punchon secures, wala pa din. Palawan naman ang susubok. Prieto to Cook. The big man scores.
It's such a luxury to have your biggest guy on the floor running the break. Siya pa yung nauuna dun sa fast break, talking about Cook. As Prieto gets another steal and another basket on the fast break.
Prieto, right-handed finish naman. I believe he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, he finished off with the other hand. Napatawag ng timeout dito on Las Piñas as we take a look at this once again. Great steal by Prieto. Goes straight to the basket. Finishing off with the right. Another timeout on the floor. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
2:04 remaining in our second quarter. Lamang ng isa dito ang Palawan. 40-39 as we see Sam Cook on our screen. Kinahinga muna siya. Much needed break for the big guy. Pero ito si Punchon, missed that shot. Has to kick it out to Bautista. Rosal. Great eye on the three-pointer and he gets it in.
You just mentioned that Cook is on the bench for Palawan, no? Kaya offensive rebound agad for Las Piñas. After that miss, itong si Punchon was able to get another offensive rebound, tapos 3-pointer naman for Las Piñas. So every time itong Palawan creates a run, talagang merong 3-pointer na sagot itong Las Piñas.
Well, kakaibang pamatay sunog para sa panig ng Las Piñas. And what a way to take back the lead by those 3-pointers. And we got another timeout on the floor, this time from Palawan Yurich Builders naman with 1:33 remaining.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
$14 on the shot clock para sa Palawan after the timeout. Let's see if they can execute. How about a defensive stop by Punchon? Pero sa Palawan pa rin ang bola. Well, napatambay sa shaded area itong Palawan. Not a good sign after the timeout.
Ito si Elias Makua had a shot already at the top of the key. Kaya rin nagstay na si Prieto sa ilalim para makakuha ng offensive rebound.
Pero what a quick turnaround. Balik sa Palawan ng bola after that turnover from Las Piñas. 1:05 remaining. Pulls up for 3. Off the mark. Hindi pa nila makuha talaga yung rhythm nila when it comes to their 3-pointers para naman dito kay Hans Ladroma.
And I'm not saying na hindi sila nakakakonekta from the outside kasi meron ng 3-pointer itong Palawan.
Yeah,
but in that previous possession, nakita natin si Quijano really asking for that ball down low. Walang may kayang umabot sa kanya eh.
So being one of the big guys on the floor right now.
We can saw him waving his hands habang nag-a-attempt ng 3-pointer itong si Makuha.
Perez, bounce pass, left corner, left wing 3, missed. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Talking about Palawan. Perez spins, kicks it out. Same spot, different result. It gets it in this time. Hans Ladroma.
And that's a better execution for Palawan. The ball needs to go in first before you take an outside shot. And that time, a lot of dribble attacks before itong si Ladroma was able to knock down that 3-pointer off a kick out.
Oh, Conchon missed a shot. How about the rebound? Ay Prieto going up against the big guy of Las Piñas. Medyo may kiss-kissan tayo sa part na to. Pagtawid ng backcourt. Missed shot from Palawan.
May nagkatamaan ng konti with that rebounding battle.
Pero si Dennis Balat sumubok with that quick release 3. Pero ubos na ang oras natin sa ating second quarter. 43-42 lamang dito ng isang Palawan as we take a look at our second quarter highlights.
And once again, Las Piñas starting off really strong in that second quarter. Again, a couple of outside shots for them, but this time itong Palawan really making their dominance inside that shaded area felt para dito sa Las Piñas. Itong si Prieto making the right plays for them, pero itong si Dennis Balat for Las Piñas, another 3-pointer for him.
That being said, our score is 43-42 lamang dito ng isa ang Palawan Urich Builders.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
We ended the first half with 43-42. Palawan Urich Builders taking the lead by 1 point. And as we speak about earlier, partner, we saw a pattern, but let's check our first half highlights dito, and of course our team stats. So talking about the pattern that we saw earlier.
Yeah, like we've been talking the entire first half. Itong Las Piñas, they really love to take advantage of their running game. Again, they're smaller compared to Palawan, but they're a lot faster. Itong Palawan naman, they really need to take advantage of that shaded area. Kasi nga, sinasabi natin, pag nakikita natin, mas malaki talaga itong Palawan compared to Las Piñas. And we saw a couple of plays, they've been very successful in that shaded area. Yan yung mga running game from Las Piñas. And again, yung Palawan, they just need to go back on defense, especially on the fast break para mapigilan nila yun.
Talking about the halftime stats, partner, sabi nga natin, 43-42 lamang dito ng isang Palawan.
Hindi masyado nagkakalayo. Itong Las Piñas shooting 39% from the field, 46 naman for Palawan. Pero parehong team natin. Itong Las Piñas meron ng 3 3-pointer. Palawan 2 pa lamang. The rebounding battle. Itong Palawan out-rebounding itong Las Piñas 30-27. Sa assist naman lumalamang itong Las Piñas 13-11. Pero pagdating sa turnovers, mas marami ang Palawan dyan, 16-13.
Well, with that being said, partner, itong great matchup, yung sinasabi nga natin kanina for our first game in the 14 and under division. Sabi natin kanina, nagkakalapit sila during the pre-game sa standing. Kasi 1-4 ang Las Piñas, 1-3 naman ang Palawan. They're yet to get their second victory in this season.
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, pinakitaan naman tayo ng magandang performance. And masasabi ko na could be their best performance so far. And it doesn't give justice doon sa kanilang record. Sa nakikita naman natin. So, looking forward dito sa ating third quarter, and sabi nga natin evenly matched itong parehong koponan, parehong may aggression sa opensa at depensa. Hindi natin masabing mas mabilis ang actually mas may bilis ng bahagya itong Las Piñas kontra Palawan, but marunong din silang gumamit ng kanilang size and speed. Talking about Palawan,
Definitely, no. Itong parehong koponan natin, like what we've been saying, evenly matched up, pero magkaiba ng style Yun yung magandang nakikita natin ngayon. Wala masyadong nakakuha ng advantage, pero magkaiba ng point of attacks yung nakikita natin.
different play style, ika nga. Kumbaga sa combat sport, styles make fights. Sa kanila naman, mas maganda yung napapanood natin dito. Although that 3-point attempt will not go in. Rich Bautista stepping on the gas once again, but this time, dribbling violation, finding some trouble in there.
A little too quick even for himself, no? Itong si Rich Bautista. Yun yung dapat gawin ng Palawan. There has to be at least one guy in front of him whenever he gets that basketball para magkaroon lang man ng konting resistance.
Funcion takes it away. Rosal goes straight to the basket, misses. Great control of the ball, Carl Perez Jr. and goes straight to the basket for the left-handed finish.
Yeah, that was a strong attack once again by Carl Perez. He had Sam Cook in the middle, could have dropped it off, pero again, itong si Perez, nakita natin nung first half yan. Dami na rin end one yan.
Yeah. Cruz was probably looking for that drive and foul. Kaso nga lang, di kumagat si Sam Cook doon. Pero talking about, balik tayo dun kayo sa punto natin dito kay Carl Perez Jr. Eto, yung kanyang replay kanina. Kita naman natin, ang dami niyang dinaanan doon. Hindi naging madali ang kanyang fast break points, but he was able to make it. And talking about Perez Jr., isa siya sa magandang matchup for Bautista when it comes to not just the height, the skill, the speed, and yung tawag dito, yung kanilang scoring ability.
Yeah, that's definitely the matchup that we should watch out for. Two very skilled guards, very quick ones as well, and very crafty on their finishes.
Prieto struggled to get some points underneath, but Funcion secures a rebound. Rich Bautista, talking about this guy, yun nga lang, sarado ang kanilang ring sa kabilang panig.
And ang nagiging difference lang din kasi with their attacks, as we see another basket by Perez. Pag kay Rich Bautista kasi merong Cook na nakaabang doon sa ilalim. Dito kasi sa kay Perez, medyo mas maliliit yung mga rim protectors ng Las Piñas. That's why he's gonna get another basket. And itong Las Piñas will be forced to call a timeout.
Was that 6 points straight para dito kay Carl Perez
It
Jr.
was.
as we take a look at this once again?
Again, going through 4 defenders before finishing with his left hand, and this time getting an assist from his teammate. Another basket for Perez.
That being said, timeout muna tayo.
Before stepping onto the court, Samuel Cook has one ritual that keeps him locked in. Music. Sabi niya, listening to his favorite tracks before the game is more than just a routine. It helps him relax, clear his mind, and get into the right mindset. Pero kahit ganun, alam naman daw niya that every time he plays the game, there is no room for relaxation na as he plays center for Palawan. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Ali. Well, yun yan, no? Another fun fact pala para dito kay Sam Cook as Karabata immediately scores after that timeout. But on the other end, nakakapuntos naman dito. Ito si what's that, Dumlao for Las Piñas, or that was number 8.
Yeah, number 8.
Yeah, that was number 8. Itong si Trinidad.
Both teams natin back-to-back possessions. Pareho na lang na break ng madali yung press ng parehong kupunan. That's why they were able to get easy baskets as well.
Oh, could have been an easy basket for the fast break. Just won't work para dito kay Trinidad. Perez looking to drop it off to Prieto. Yun nga lang, Prieto was not able to catch it.
Yeah, but at some point, itong si Perez, I know he's been successful attacking that defense of Las Piñas, but he needs to understand that itong Las Piñas mag-a-adjust din against sa kanya. So kailangan din niyang tignan yung iba niya pang options, which is yung kanyang mga big guy. That time si Prieto was wide open on the right side, right block already. So hindi niya binigay. Sam Cook was on his left as well. So kailangan niya ring ma-explore yung mga ganong options.
Pero partner, speaking of adjustment, kailangan na nga mag-adjust dito ng Las Piñas. They're down by 7 points, and I believe this is the biggest lead so far by Palawan. Oh, Sam Cook to Prieto. Pero nasa harapan ni Prieto itong si Barbero, taking that ball away.
That was a 3 against 1 situation. Would have been an easy basket for Palawan, pero masyado pang malayo si Perez nung binigay niya yung bola kay Cook.
Oh, it's 1 against 2. Sam Cook trailing behind. At this time, medyo nahirapan umarangkad dito si Maverick Karabata, being guarded by 2 orange shirts.
Yeah, back-to-back possessions. Itong Palawan wanted to go to Samuel Cook, pero hindi sila naging successful.
Speaking of Sam Cook, going back to Ali's report earlier, music, yung kanyang pang-set ng mood, and actually, kaya din natin nakikita yung mga players natin na sa sound trip muna bago maglaro. Hindi lang siya for for relaxation, pero yun nga, just to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Nagti-think ahead ka na. Especially, ito naman si Carl Perez, nakapuntos na naman for Palawan as Las Piñas missed on the other end. Lucky break for Las Piñas. They're taking the ball back to their side. Karabata natawagan na foul.
That's the running game of Las Piñas, and they need to be efficient on those. Kasi nga, lumalayo na yung Palawan dito. This is a 9-point lead already for Palawan. And itong Las Piñas, they really need to convert in this possession.
Exactly 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So kalahati na lang ang natitira dito. And yung pinag-uusapan nating pattern kanina, partner, mukhang na-break na ng Palawan. But itong si Poncion, na-break din yung depensa ng Palawan, scoring for Las Piñas.
So this is definitely the start that Palawan needs to do. Kasi nga, very aggressive itong Las Piñas, very unpredictable. Kasi hindi mo alam kung kailan sila tatakbo, bigla na lang meron silang mga big 3-pointers. So ganito talaga dapat yung gawin ng Palawan. Huwag na nila hayaan na lumamang muna yung Las Piñas bago sila maging aggressive. Now for Las Piñas, They need to continue what they're doing. They need to run every possession kasi dun sila very effective. They need to have this guy operate their offense as well.
That defense won't work for Las Piñas this time. Palawan naman ang tatakbo. Plenty of time in the shot clock, but ball getting taken away. Rich Bautista for the fast break points. And nagkakaroon nga lang tayo ng timeout dyan from Palawan Yurich Builders. Rich Bautista forcing Palawan to call for the timeout as we see this once again. Great steal. Getting it from the other side. Finishing off with the right. Another timeout on the floor. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugo.
Balik action tayo dito with 4 minutes remaining. 53-48. 14 seconds on their shot clock. Palawan up by 5 points. Oh, there will be a foul. That will not count para dito kay Marceliana.
They were actually looking for Tevez on the left corner. Pero basang-basa ng Las Piñas. Good thing itong si Marceliana, pag-atake niya, na-foul siya.
Oo.
So they're gonna keep the possession.
Oh, almost losing that ball. Quijano almost getting that basket. Another foul against Las Piñas, and this time si Prieto naman.
Yeah, great activity for Prieto. Crashing the boards, those offensive rebounds. He's had a few already, but he needs to knock down these free throws.
Missing the first one. Pero medyo nasa safe spot itong parehong kupunan. Only getting 2 fouls for Las Piñas, 1 for Palawan. As Prieto gets the second one.
With the way both teams are defending, no? Magtataka ka na yung team foul nila, ganyan pa kababa.
Oo, maingat. Maingat at mataas-taas yung accuracy. Nakita naman natin kanina a lot of steals.
Yeah.
Forcing the turnover of each other's teams. Pero ito, oh, great defense by the big guy, Quijano. He will decide to bring the ball down. Big man na may ball handling. Bigay kay Tevez, balik kay Quijano. Drops it off to Prieto. Gets rejected by Funcion.
Yeah, hindi lang ball handling, may passing skills pa, but si Prieto was blocked. That resulted to a fast break points once again para dito sa Las Piñas.
Enzo Barbero pumeke sa dalawang bigger defender. Nakakuha pa ng puntos. Quijano, triple team. Funcion takes it away. Rich Bautista against Padillo. He will get a foul.
And that's the right idea for Palawan. You have to hit your big guy, especially in that middle part, kasi yun yung magpapagalaw ng 2-3 zone. But Prieto has to be careful whenever he gets that ball in that area. Magko-collapse kasi lahat ng depensa sa kanya. So kailangan niya agad, kailangan alam niya agad kung ano yung gagawin niya dun.
Kasi parang one step ahead ka agad itong depensa ng Las Piñas. Nakita naman natin, tatlo ka agad yung nag-collapse sa defense, and the big man Funcion, tsapaan nakakuha ng steal, leaving no room to move para dito sa Palawan. Pero ito si Rich Bautista, mintis ang kanyang unang free throw.
Pero yun din kasi yung natural na reaction ng 2-3 zone eh. Kasi ang pinoprotektahan mo yung gitna eh. So pag umabot yung bola dyan sa gitna, lahat kayo magko-collapse talaga eh.
Ganun nga yung nakita natin, ano? Kaya naging triple team kagad. At Tevez, getting that ball stolen. Bautista goes back-to-back for Las Piñas.
And Las Piñas is within 1. They're starting on defense, forcing a lot of turnovers, getting a lot of steals. Itong si Rich Bautista leading the way for them. This is gonna be another steal for Las Piñas.
Nabasa ni Rosal yung pasa papunta kay Tevez, and Tevez is yet to touch that ball once again dahil na-anticipate ng Las Piñas yung pasa papunta sa kanya.
And then itong Palawan, they're really struggling with that 2-3 zone of Las Piñas. Kasi they're just moving that ball around. Parang hindi masyadong intentional what they want to do. How they want to attack that 2-3 zone.
Ito na nga, no? Kanina pinag-uusapan lang natin yung adjustment ng Las Piñas being down by, I believe, 7 points and as much as 9 points. But right now, tied at 54 tayo as Rosal gets the first free throw in. 1 out of 2, tabla tayo, 54. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, and a great comeback para dito sa Las Piñas as they get another steal. This is Rich Bautista once again to Barbero to finish with his right hand.
You gotta love the control of this guy, si Barbero. Siya yung kaninang marunong umapak sa break.
Oh.
Pero ito, Quijano once again struggling to move forward. Oh, in and out situation. Still couldn't find the bottom of that net for Palawan as they're down by 2 points. Las Piñas naman ang atake.
Yan, itong Las Piñas could extend the lead to 4 or even 5 with a 3-pointer.
Oh, could have been a basket and one for Funcion. Nevertheless, taking a trip to the line, will shoot for 2. Keith James Funcion, the big man of Las Piñas, gets the first one in. Extending the lead by 1 point, 57-54.
Itong Palawan really needs to solve that 2-3 zone of Las Piñas before the end of the third quarter, no? With 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining. Also, this is the perfect time for them to make a run. Wala si Rich Bautista sa loob. So, kailangan nila makabalik dito bago pa magkaroon ng momentum itong Las Piñas coming into the fourth.
Bal Cruz naman ang pinalit dito para sa Las Piñas. Palawan will retain ball possession. 1:01 remaining.
That's gonna be another attempt for Palawan to get that ball to Sam Cook. Pero sabi ni Sam Cook, ipasa mo kung nasan yung kamay ko. Because he's already giving a target
Yeah.
Pero medyo malayo yung pasa.
Perez hindi nakuha yung tira na yun. On the other end, Cruz misses. The follow-up is good. Coming from Marco Dumlao.
And that's what happens when you attempt a 3-pointer against a 2-3 zone and you miss. Walang ibang bababa kasi naka 2-3 nga So pag tumira ka from the outside, meron agad dalawa na readyng tumakbo. Tapos ikaw, syempre, you wanna attack that shaded area against that 2-3 zone. Lahat ng players mo nasa baba if you're the offensive guy. So ganun talaga yung magiging advantage ng Las Piñas whenever you attempt from the outside and you miss.
Yun nga yung nakita natin advantage sila kanina. Dalawa kagad yung nakababa. And unfortunately for Palawan, traveling naman. Naitawag kay Marceliana. And just like that, 6-point lead dito ang Las Piñas. We were talking about this since the first quarter. Palitan lang tayo ng kalamangan dito.
Oo, ano itong Las Piñas. Meron silang chance na extend pa to. Itong kalamangan na to. But they're gonna miss on that attempt.
Palawan naman ang atake. Oh, Sam Cook finally gets a basket for Palawan.
Yeah, that time they were able to deliver that ball safely to Sam Cook. And again, kapag 1-on-1 lang yan against Sam Cook sa ilalim, pag ganun nakalalim, medyo mahirap na siyang ma-stop talaga.
Trying to be fancy in that layup, won't work. Naubusan na nga ng oras ang Palawan. And by the end of the third quarter, 60-56 ang ating score. 4 ang lamang dito ng Las Piñas Fruity Coolers as we take a look at some of our third quarter highlights.
Yeah, itong si Carl Perez still attacking that shaded area very strong. Started off the third quarter really aggressive. A lot of baskets for him. Pero itong si Rich Bautista starting on defense, forcing a lot of turnovers, a lot of fast break points para dito sa Las Piñas.
That being said, lamang ng 4 dito ang Las Piñas by the end of the third quarter. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. And we are officially entering the fourth and final quarter. Once again, this is John Ocampo, Renzo Navarro, and Ali Mayran bringing you the action live here in Antipolo Sports Hub. This is our game number 1, scheduled for 9 games this Sunday. And Las Piñas turning the tide, taking the lead by 4 points by the end of the third.
That was the second attempt from the outside from Palawan here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be another basket on the fast break para dito sa Las Piñas. Again, itong Palawan, hindi dapat sila parang dinebate lang kasi sila ng Las Piñas to shoot from the outside because Las Piñas knows that itong Palawan is struggling from that area.
Yeah. You see here, Cian Cruz, great matchup for Sam Cook, stopping the big man of Palawan. Rich Bautista to Cruz. Funcion attacking the middle, and he gets it done. Basket and 1.
What about that strong attack by Funcion? That was against Sam Cook, but he just went to his strong side, which is the right side. Just went all the way. Went strong against Sam Cook.
This foul counter play is brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Pound for Pound Fitness, be Liga ready. And Funcion is indeed Liga ready. Although not completing the 3-point play, they're still up by 8 points. 64-56. Great way to open up the fourth.
And we're gonna see kung paano magre-respond ng Palawan dito. That's gonna be another attempt from the outside and another miss.
Kung kanina yung Las Piñas sasabi ni Coach Egay, naka-apekto sa kanila yung maulan na panahon para sa kanilang trainings and practices. Sa Palawan naman, medyo nakatulong yung kanilang long break. But this time, mukhang Las Piñas ang hindi nagkakaroon ng struggle dito sa ball game na ito. And once again, Griffin Trinidad. But this time, may bonus pa yung isa. As we see, our Pound for Pound Fitness foul counted play.
Great setup job for Kirk Rosal. Finding itong si Trinidad down low for that end 1. Ito rin yung magandang ginagawa ng Las Piñas right now. The way they execute their offense, very patient. I know they love to run. They've been running from the start to that third quarter. Pero itong fourth quarter, ang ganda na ng execution nila.
Palawan naman ang atake. Only 8 seconds on their shot clock. Almost loses the ball. Prieto had a hard time to score, but there'll be a whistle on the floor.
That was a bailout foul para dito kay Trinidad. Masyadong masikip yun for Prieto eh. Pero again, nakakuha pa siya ng foul doon. And 2 free throws dito. Napaka-importanteng free throws para sa Palawan and kay Prieto.
Ganun lang ng Las Piñas. They're now up by double digits. 67-56. Although Prieto gets the first one in, cutting it down to 10 points, pero double digits pa rin. Now, if he makes the second one, balik sa single digit. Unfortunately, he missed. Bola na naman ang Las Piñas. 2 minutes has gone by. Prieto almost stealing the ball. Rosal missed the shot. Takbo dito ang Palawan. Nilipat pa sa kaliwa. This time, it's Nash Carabata.
Yeah, what a crafty finish by Carabata. And again, badly needed for Palawan as they get another turnover right here.
Oh, goes back-to-back. This time is Prieto. Back-to-back scores for Palawan. Forcing Las Piñas Truty Coolers to call for a timeout. And they're only up by 6 points. Talking about 67-61. And let's take a look at this once again.
Back-to-back baskets for Palawan on the break. First it was Carabata. And this time, assist naman para dito kay Carabata to Prieto on the break.
That being said, timeout muna tayo. And balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to.
Balik tayo after that timeout. 2.5 minutes has gone by. The fourth and final quarter. Cian Cruz Missed the shot. Nailapit niya sa kanilang panig ang bola, although he will not make it. Oh, Labella. Heavily guarded by Rich Bautista.
Well, I don't think that was the shot Coach Egay wanted in that possession. No? Medyo tough shot yun and mababa yung percentage.
Well, bola pa rin ng Palawan. Oh, and quick steal by Barbero. One step ahead. Basang-basa niya yung pasa na yun from the inbound, yung inbound pass na yun.
Well, a little miscue on the part of Labella and itong si Prieto. Prieto asked for that ball. Pumalakpak siya ng 2 beses asking for that ball. Pero after nun, tumingin na siya sa ibang direction. Hindi niya nakita na papunta na para sa kanya yung bola.
Oo. Rich Bautista. Aim for the 3. Goes for the floater instead.
That was a great move by Rich Bautista, hesitating on that 3-point area. Enough para mapakommit niya yung defender. That's why it was a wide open driving lane for him for that floater.
Oh,
and again,
miscue na naman para dito sa Palawan. This time, it's Ladroma and Cook.
And, they also need to understand kaya hinihingi ni Cook yung bola kasi nga may advantage siya sa height. So, kailangan ibigay mo rin sa taas.
Yung kumpiyansa nandun. Pero for now, partner, may report para sa atin tong si Ali. Ali, go ahead.
During the halftime, nakisitin ako sa bench ng Las Piñas and I had a talk with their coaching staff. They admitted that one thing is still on their mind heading into today's game. They're hoping it won't be another case of deja vu. Dahil nga sa mga previous games nila, Las Piñas had strong starts, taking control in their early quarters but unfortunately lost their momentum in the final period. This time, sabi ni Coach Egay, he won't let history repeat itself. Their biggest focus today is tightening their defense and maintaining the same intensity from the opening tip up until the final buzzer. Gentlemen?
Thank you so much, Ali. Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, partner. Yung paulit-ulit mo rin sinasabi na hindi pwedeng mahayaan yung palitan na nangyayari. And yung tawag dito, hinahayaan mo maka-adjust or maka-alago yung Palawan. Pero itong si Carabata, knocking down a triple.
That was a big basket by Carabata. But again, for Las Piñas, it's good that they recognize and they know what the problem is. Ito nga si Coach Egay just wants his boys to be consistent. Kasi nga, they're doing it for the first 3 quarters. Ang nagiging problema nila is how they close out games. So alam nila na yun yung nagiging problema nila. And hopefully, they were able to address that already. But there's another 3-pointer on the side of Palawan. Now it's Perez.
How about it back-to-back threes for Palawan? Ginanon lang din ang Palawan. Only down by 2 points. Las Piñas, sila naman ang susubok pumuntos. Bautista to Funcion and the connection is good.
Also a big basket by Funcion to answer after that back-to-back 3-pointers by Palawan. Will they go for another one? They would.
Marceliana, 4th array. Goes back-to-back-to-back. Only down by 1 point, 71 to 70. Although lamang pa rin dito ang Las Piñas, pero makukuha ni Carabata ang bola. Gives it to Prieto, almost loses the ball. Marceliana. And the jumper is good.
And just like that, Palawan once again is back in the lead, up by 1 after that huge run.
After that huge run indeed, as we take a look at this once again. Very unselfish play for Palawan, giving Marceliana that one-handed jumper. Napatawag tayo ng foul. Balik tayo after this break. Balik tayo after that timeout. 71-72. Ganon-ganon lang, partner. Nakalamang na naman ang isa dito ang Palawan. After an 11-point lead by Las Piñas, I believe here in the 4th quarter now, we're a little over the halfway mark of the final quarter.
11-0 run by Palawan for them to get the lead back.
Rich Bautista aimed for that 3. Much needed score sana for Las Piñas, although he was not able to knock it down.
would have been big for Rich Bautista, but itong Palawan will turn the ball over after getting the stop right there. And ito naman yung kailangan iwasan ng Palawan on their side. No? They were able to get back in the game. 1-point lead for them. Kailangan makontrol naman nila yung magiging pace na.
Yep. Palawan na naman ang aatake. Still at 1-point lead. Perez Jr. almost loses the ball against Funcion. Oh, eventually loses the ball to Kirk Rosal. And Rosal, that was a tough spot. Though he will be able to draw some foul.
Well, itong si Marceliano was wide open on that fast break attempt already. Pero itong si Carl Perez wanted to go all the way. That's why it resulted to a turnover. Good thing, hindi nakascore on the break itong si Rosal. Pero meron siyang 2 shots.
Nakita naman natin dun yung control ni Perez, ano? Every time na-atake siya, and in case it doesn't go his way, parang meron na siyang kagad na nakaplanong gawin. From sliding on the floor, immediately stands up. Pero si Kirk Rosal, this time, siya na naman ang nakapagtabla and nakakuha ng isang puntos na kalamangan for Las Piñas against Palawan, 73-72, 2 for 2. Oh, and immediately, Carl Perez Jr. knocking down a 3-pointer. What a response by Palawan.
And there's that execution I'm talking about dito sa side ng Palawan. They were up by 1 already a while ago. Dapat ina-execute na nila yan. Hindi na sila dapat nagmamadali.
Oh, and Kirk Rosal knocks it down, taking the lead back to Las Piñas side by 1 point.
A little too quick on the trigger was Carl Perez and that 3-point attempt.
Well, mapapatawag muna tayo ng timeout as we take a look at this replay. Carl Perez Jr. knocking down a left-handed 3. On the other hand, Kirk Rosal naman, naging 3-point shootout ito, partner. Pero timeout muna tayo. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
3:24 remaining in our fourth quarter. Dahan-dahan na nauubos ang oras natin dito and hindi pa rin natin masasabi kung sino ang mag-uwi ng pagkapanalo dito, partner. 76-75. Sam Cook missed the shot but the follow-up is good coming from Prieto.
Yeah, that was a great play coming off that timeout, but I believe itong si Sam Cook could have taken 1 more step, maybe 2 more step para mas madali yung kanyang tira doon. No? Pero itong si Prieto was there for the offensive rebound and the cleanup job.
Well, great support from Prieto. Nagbunga pa nga yung kanyang follow-up na yan. But this time, 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Rich Bautista, they have to make the shot. Forced to shoot itong si Cian Cruz. Napalakas. Medyo limping itong si Cian Cruz.
The problem right there was Prieto was able to get the rebound already, but he was still complaining to the officials na medyo nawala yung kanyang protection sa bola, kaya siya nasundutan. And itong si Funcion was able to get that steal and the end one.
Let's take a look at this. Once again, pound for pound fitness. Foul, counter play. Funcion. Ang bilis ng spin nun.
But yun, nakita natin sa replay na nagre-reklamo pa si Prieto sa officials. And that's also one thing that they need to understand and to learn. Na kapag walang tinawag,
tuloy lang.
The play has to keep going.
Oo.
Imagine you already had the lead, tapos nakuha mo pa yung stop. Pwede mong ma-extend to 3 points or even 4 points yung kalamangan mo. But nag-turnover ka pa because you were complaining to the officials.
Oh, and another 3-pointer pinakawalan. This time, Hans Ladroma naman. Las Piñas, susubok bumawi. Oh, great court awareness, dropping it off to Trinidad, and Trinidad scores.
Yeah, once again, great setup job para dito kay Rosal. Attacking that shaded area, getting multiple defenders to commit to him, then dropping it off to his big man.
Dennis Balat, oh, getting that ball stolen. Perez takes it away. Oh, final 2 minutes of this matchup. Nakapuntos na naman dito ang Palawan. That was La Drama once again, but on the other end, Funsyon with the response to tie things up at 82. 140 remaining. Nauubos lang ang oras natin dito, and we're still tied at 82. Karabata. Quijano. A lot of ball movement, pero wala ng oras ang Palawan. Karabata missed the shot. The follow-up is good from Quijano.
Another big offensive rebound for Palawan. That time it was Quijano for the cleanup job.
Las Piñas only down by 2 points, and Funsyon, mapapaul siya dyan, I believe, itong si Karabata ang napilitang humarang. But let's take a look at this once again. A bit short on the three-pointer. Quijano with the putback.
Shot clock was winding down. That's why he had to hurry on that three-point attempt. But again, Quijano was there. Nobody boxed him out to that follow-up. Now Funsyon is shooting pressure-packed free throws.
Napapatayo na yung crowd nitong fans nitong Las Piñas. Who wouldn't be? And Funsyon ties things up after 2 free throws in. 84 all.
1 minute remaining in the game, and we're tied at 84. This is going to be a big possession for Palawan.
Palawan feeling the pressure. Look at the score. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Almost loses the ball. Cook attacks against Trinidad, and he gets it in.
What a way for Sam Cook to get a basket. He's been struggling almost the entire game, but again, bailing out his team with that basket is Sam Cook.
41 seconds remaining in this ball game. Rich Bautista will shoot for 2. Palawan already at the penalty situation.
Not really a good foul there coming from Palawan. You're already up by 2, but you give Rich Bautista a chance to tie it up once again.
Rich Bautista. Pasok ang unang free throw. Only down by 1 point. Sa likod dumaan, partner. 1 out of 2. Not bad. Although Palawan still up by 1 point here, and sa kanila ang bola with 41 seconds remaining in this ball game.
Yes, still a lot of time right here. A lot of basketball. Itong Palawan, they need to convert in this possession. This is going to be a crucial one.
Karabata to Perez. Perez guarded by Bautista. Great spin na. Iwan ang depensa. Perez Jr. gets the layup.
What a big basket by Carl Perez. Eluding itong si Rich Bautista with that spin, and the finish once again with his left hand.
Only 15 seconds remaining. Rich Bautista steps back for 3. Misses. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola with 8 seconds. Funsyon. Makakakuha siya dyan ng foul. Las Piñas currently down by 3 points, and magkakatotoo nga kaya yung iniiwasan ni Coach Egay na sabi niya nga kanina, no, they're doing really well in their previous games, but just to end up giving up the victory.
But the step back three-pointer by Rich Bautista could have tied the game. Funsyon missing on his first free throw. That was a big miss.
That could have brought the house down if Rich Bautista made the three-pointer. Dahil tatabla tayo sa 88. Funsyon, very crucial free throws. Mintis pareho. Makuha ng Palawan ng bola. Rich Bautista forced to foul with 1 second remaining. Kita natin flooded with emotions itong si Rich Bautista. He did really well in this ball game. I could say as always, every time he steps out, every time papasok sila dito sa kanilang laban. But that's it, partner. What a ball game we have covered, and especially this is just our game number 1 today.
Yeah, that was a great game for both teams. Again, Las Piñas played very well for the first 3 quarters and for the most part of the fourth quarter. But in the end, it was Palawan who was able to secure this win, 88-85. But it was a great game for guys like Rich Bautista. He had 19 points in this game, but again, there were a lot of weapons for Palawan in that matchup. That's why they were able to secure that win.
Well, what a game, partner. Palawan bringing home the victory, continuing their winning streak here, improving their record to 2-3. Last outing nila, dominant performance. This time, dikit na dikit, partner. 88-85, though they win dito sa kanilang matchup against Las Piñas. Hindi naging madali ang kanilang pinagdaanan. And of course, in a short while, makikilala natin ang ating awardees from Don Benito's Chef's Magic, our player of the game, and of course, Milo Assist Champ of the game. So, syempre, ipapakilala natin, no? Makikita natin kung sino nga ba yung mga naging deserving players for these awards. Syempre, yung ganda nung laro pinakita, partner, ako hindi ko maiisip kung sino yung pwedeng mapagbigyan dahil madikit ang laban. But Don Benito's defensive player of the game is Keith James Funcion with 11 rebounds. And of course, we also have our Milo Assist Champ of the game. Oh, that was 14 rebounds, correction. 14 huge rebounds for Keith James Funcion. Siyempre, Milo Assist Champ of the game from Palawan Yurich Builders, none other than Carl Jefferson Perez Jr. with 8 assists. Ngayon, kasama na ni Ali Mayra ng ating Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game. Ali, ipakilala mo na yan.
The teams Las Piñas and Palawan beside me is the best player of the game with 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 assists. Here's Zachary Jerome Prieto from Palawan. First of all, Zachary, congratulations on your second win. From the first to fourth quarter, grabe yung dikit ng laban. Pwede mo bang isabihin sa amin kung how do you execute the winning shot for you to win the game?
Discipline din po and teamwork and giving your best po. Never always try po kahit mahirap po, and defense wins the game po.
Alright, so out of all the players, ikaw yung nag-stand out. Ano yung masasabi mo sa performance mo?
Idol. Wala ito. Idol ay. Ba't nabaliktad medyas mo pa? Ba't na-miss yan?
Kahit po nakuha ko po ito ngayon, there's still more to improve po and more discipline to give. Sana po manalo kami sa sunod na games. Yun na po.
Alright, baka may gusto kang batiin at pasalamatan. This is your moment.
Shoutout po sa mga ka-team ko po. Ito si Yaj po. Sa mga lahat po ng teammates ko. Tapos shoutout po kay Coach CJ and Coach Jasper po. And shoutout po sa nanay ko na lagi nagsasuporta po sa akin. Thank you sa coach ko po at nanay ko. Sa mga teammates ko din po. Yun na po.
Alright, once again, Zachary Jerome Prieto from Palawan. Gentlemen.
Congratulations once again sa Prieto and Palawan Yurich Builders in the 14 and under division. Pero syempre, coming up next is the 16 and under division of Las Piñas Fruity Coolers going up against Palawan Yurich Builders. Huwag muna kayong lalayo, babalik ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng